King checking in. I'm out here with Danny Johnson.
So, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man.
What's up, man? Southern alumni, you know what I'm saying? Washington Redskins DB, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We at his crib, you know, checking out the cars. As you can see, you know, we got a fleet, you know what I'm saying? Cutlass. Man, talk to me about when you got into cars, like what inspired you to be into old school, bro?
Man, what inspired me to get into old school is probably my pops. My first one, just seeing it, was an 81 Cutlass.
Right.
The same color as my 87, but I ended up rebuilding that one and giving it back to him because that was the first car that he had. And man, growing up, I always said, I told him, man, look, keep that car for me. So he ended up keeping it for me, fixed it up, ended up giving it back to him, and then I found that one. So, you know, now we both got one.
That's what's up, man. So we got 72 cut dog, 87 cut, and 60.
A 78.
78.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This Cutlass Capital right here look like,
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And we on them gold things back to back. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so, like,
sir.
let's talk about the Cutlass, 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got all kind of other old schools you could have.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So why you went with 3 Cutlass, and why you went with 3 golds?
Man, I'm just a Cutlass dude, man. If I get every year Cutlass, if I can find, I get every year Cutlass, man. And just as far as the wheels, man, I'm just a dating guy. Like, man, I get a better ride. I mean, I understand some people don't like them because of the knockoffs, but man, it's just, you know how the roads is down here. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, I got more meat on it to ride, to, you know what I'm saying, to the ability to hit bumps and, you know, keep going and stuff too. So,
for sure.
Yep.
So all of these tools,
these 22s, that white one 22 and the back one got 20s on it. Yep.
So
all center gold though.
Selecting, you know, that between triple gold and chrome, like, talk to me about that process. You know what
It was easy for me because I still
had triple golds on these at one point, huh?
No, I always had center gold. But for me, it was easy for me because I still got a lot of chrome on this car, really all of them. So I was like, instead of just doing gold on them and having to change a lot of the emblems and stuff like that, I'd rather just do center
on
gold.
that, having, you know, the chrome on the car and
having
it on the wheel.
So that's what I did, man. That blend for me, so yeah, for sure.
So how that, talk to me about, you said you had Pop's car at one time, you know what I'm saying? How was it having your own car for the first time, your cut?
Man, when I had my Pop's car, it was fun, like building it. And he gave it to me, so initially I was building it for myself, but man, just doing it, I'm like, man, look, this always something I wanted to build, but finding my own and doing it. So it was nice building that one, but when I finally got my own, building that first one, going from shop to shop, I think when I first got it, I took it to get a sunroof, get a top put on it. It was burgundy at the time. Next stop with wheels, getting the music, but like it was just different. But I think it's just like a process. You get frustrated throughout it, but you know what I'm saying? For me, I do it all over again.
So all these cars got their own, these are all your own paint jobs, right?
Yep, these are my own paint jobs.
So like one thing I like, you know, they different colors too, right?
Yep.
But I do like they still have that classic look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would never think that this car wasn't red, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
All that car wasn't white, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you keeping that core, but you're still modernizing it.
The only, like even with that one, like that car white, it got a gold pearl in it. That car blue, it got a gold pearl in it. And I just went back red with this one, but I wanted a fleet of all the same colors. But then I was like, man, I kind of want to change it up. You might not want to be in red, but so I'll keep all the wheels the same and just change it up. So that's what I did.
Creative.
Man. Yep,
you know what I'm saying? When I pulled up, I'm like, damn shit. All right, I see what he got going.
Yeah. You know so that's my little thing, man. I'm telling you, any vehicle I get for as a color, it's gonna be on dating wheels, man. I ain't taking no other ride. I'm just all original. You know what I'm saying? That's the original look for me. I know you can always take them off, go back factory. So when I first got this car, I rode factory for the longest. I ain't put no wheels on it. So I like that look of riding factory too. So I know I can always go back to that on either one of these cars. So and I can keep the value. You know,
so man, talk to me about your days at Southern. You know what I'm saying? How was that? You know what I'm saying? Playing ball and being in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? That's the place everybody like to be on the yard.
Man, for me, man, I'd do it all over again if I had the chance to. Man, I still go back down there now and work out. But for me, my days there was, man, it was a blessing, bro.
Right, I see.
Being close to my son, that was one reason why I stayed at Southern, you know, and went to Southern so my son and my family can make all my games. I grew up probably 30 minutes from Southern, Jackson, Louisiana. So for me, that's right there for everybody to be able to attend my games.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I see you made All-American like 3 years back to back or something like that.
Yep.
Hey, I'm just giving you flowers right now, bro.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Shit down,
man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
For sure, man. So, man, let's hop in the inside and look at the inside.
For sure.
All I got is ocean spray. Fuck, I look like drinking it. Bitch, I am the wave. Let me contemplate, yeah. Let me concentrate, yeah. Just like CeeLo count, like a bird trillion TCD shit on my.
All right, so shit, man, we up in this 72 Cutlass Supreme. Talk to me about the interior. You know, the all black. This original or what we got going on?
Man, it
inside
started out. I wanted to keep the original look, man. It started off a white interior with a white top. I changed it to black because, man, that white to me was kind of hard to keep clean. So I want to kind of switch it up, but still give it that original feel, not change too much. So the most I did was put the kick panels and stuff in it like that.
Put the right little touch in there. I like the center console.
You know, so this is the original shift in the flow. So I just wanted a console over it. So no, just kind of keep a little different, but still with that original look.
Yeah. When I sit up in here, I feel like, you know, I'm in the 70s.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
That's what I like about hopping inside the old school. Like it take you back in that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I see you got the steering wheel to match too. You like that wheel? I know mine it get kind of hot when it's in the summertime.
Man, look, I ain't experienced mine in the summertime yet, but when I had my on my white car, when I had my Ashantis on, that steering wheel used to get kind of hot. So I'm sure I'm gonna experience that too. But I wanted to get that wheel just to give it that look. I gotta still keep the original steering wheel in here too, though. But
so
you know,
how you feel about that performance of this LS1 under the hood in this car? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love it, man. Like at first I wasn't a big LS person. I used to always say, man, I probably wouldn't do an LS, but you know, to me, it's just more. I would say, I don't get me wrong. I still think, you know, original motors still run good, but I just think when I was out playing ball, every time I came home, I kind of had like a little leak or a little issue. So, you know, I tried it out in this car, and bro, I love it so far.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, man, any childhood stories, like, you know what I'm saying, when you was young, you know, seeing people in a car like this and being like, man, look, I'm gonna be in that one.
Man, listen, man, bro, it's funny, bro. Like, I still just going back to my pops, man. Me, my mom, and my sister used to ride in his 81 more than he rode in it.
For real.
So I used to always say, like, man, when I get a chance, I'm gonna get me one. Like, and I'm telling you, we went everywhere in it. AC, everything worked. All original motor, man. I think we had, man, that car had one problem maybe the whole time my pops had it when I was riding in it. You know, that I know of, but you know, man, so that's what put me into it, man. I always said I was gonna give me one when I got the opportunity.
Right. That show how much you really appreciate and value these cars. Like, you know, you being in the league, you could have went purchase whatever vehicle you want.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But you invested in these, you know what I'm saying? Because they hold value to you. Shit, I would have did the same thing.
Look, that's me, man. Like I got my AT4 truck. But look, that's for me. That truck for me to pull them around if I need to. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, I'm into these, and man, that's my little thing, bro. I still think, man, I spent less in these than I would going to buy something brand new, man.
I think you got something in the trunk too, huh?
Yeah, I got. Yep.
Let's check that out
for sure.
So shit, D, man, talk to me about this design, how you came up with this, and just explain to people what your setup.
Man, to me, man, initially, you know, I just said, man, I ain't want to crack these quarters and, you know, tell the carbs. So, man, I just went with me 212s in there, man.
Yeah.
Greg did the music, and I just came up with the, I told him I wanted an inlay, but I told him kind of figure it out and, man, just put me something together for the inlay, man. And he came up with this, and, you know, that's smooth enough for me, man.
Right. So, shit, man, I see you got 3 of these things, like, Oldsmobile, period, you know what I'm saying? And in today's world, you know, they don't make them no more. Like, how you feel about these vehicles not even being made anymore, the brand itself, you know what I'm saying?
Man, to me, I love them, and I think that's why they'll forever hold value, because, you know, man, people still want these cars, and, you know, it's rare to find them in good shape, man. You know, I think if you got an opportunity to get one, you find it in good shape, man. It's a must you get it. If that's something that you grew up on and something that you really value. And then, for me, it's just, like I said, just from growing up with him, saying my pops with him, saying all his friends have old cars. It was just something I always said, like, if I ever get an opportunity to get one, I'll make sure I get me one.
Right.
And I just fell in love with the 72 just for one, just that year. And I can't tell you why. And then just a convertible period, man. I just feel like it's just different having that top down, man. You got to have a convertible in the fleet, though. That's it. That's it, man. I'm telling you, bro. So,
So, shit, let's talk about this beast right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, shit. This bitch growing on me more and more. Fuck, trying to pick the favorite, but let's talk about this one, bro, and why you had to get this one.
Man, this was,
and the color scheme.
Man, for originally this was my first car that I purchased, man, and I was like, I never sell it, man. This would be a car that I always keep, man.
Right.
Man, when I did the one for my pops, that white just kept growing on me. I was like, I told him one day, I was like, man, I'm gonna do my car the same color as yours.
Right.
And I painted, man, it's actually my second time painting. I painted, it was gray. And then just being around my pop's car, I wanted that white, and I ended up coming up with that white. I had Ashantis on it when it was burgundy and gray. And then I came with the gold when I changed the color
Right.
with the gold pearl in it.
So shit, I hear you talk about your pops a lot, man. Like, what's something that he told you that that you still live with today? You know what I'm saying?
Man, me and my pop's so close, man. It's just like,
Sure.
especially when it come to these cars, like
Yeah.
pretty much, from him having them so long, if I have a little problem, he probably done already had that problem when he had his car.
Yeah,
So he
right,
already
right,
be
right,
knowing.
right,
So
right, right.
for me, that's just how I knew so much about the cars.
Right.
And when I started getting it, how to drive it and,
Right.
what to look for on the roads and
Facts,
stuff like
facts.
that. Cause he
Yeah,
always, just
I
taught
was
me.
in new territory today coming here.
So
I'm
you trying to
like,
swerve across the road?
man,
Like, yeah,
shit, I gotta make
that's,
sure
yeah,
I hit
for
these
sure.
bitches right.
For sure,
After
for sure.
about 4 times coming through though, I know exactly how
And
to
that's what
get
I'm
through
saying.
that bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
So
every bump from here to BR.
it's stuff like that it's stuff like that people that don't have
Nigga
these
don't
cars, they
understand.
get in it, they think they just gonna drive.
Shit.
But we get in it, we look at it totally different though.
Yeah, for real.
So
I ain't from BR to New Orleans.
yeah, man.
I know that I attend for sure.
Yeah, nah, for sure, bro. And
You
then
know what
like
I'm
I said, man, I like to just get in them.
Yeah.
Me and my partners ride, man. My partner B, he did the motor in this car. Pretty much any little problem I have, that's who pretty much look over these cars for me. So man, he be getting me right, bro.
So like shit, when y'all riding out on a Sunday, like which one you riding in?
Man, to me, bro, it just depends, like on what type of day it is, man.
Fact.
Like I know it's like a good sunny day, man. I'm getting in there, man.
Fact.
It's just something about having that top down, but man, like
Fact.
still in all, but them two of my babies too, man. So I know my son and my wife, they crazy about that blue car. So
Okay, for sure.
when we ride, if they with me, they in it, man.
For sure.
She love that car.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So man, I see you've been doing a lot of giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? When you was playing ball,
Yep.
you come back. I seen you brought the kids to the store one time.
Yeah.
Academy or Walmart or something like that. Let them got whatever they want. Like, man, how important that is to you? Like giving back to people. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for me, it's super important because, man, like when I was coming up, we ain't really too much had that. Where I came from, I grew up in a small town. We ain't really have that. We had a lot of people with potential and, they just didn't take advantage of that opportunity. So I think for me, just to show them kids, like there's other ways out here to do it. And me just being a model for them to do it when they get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they all capable of doing it. It's just a matter of you wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, anytime I can give back, so I try to at least, twice a year, I know I try to make sure I do the Thanksgiving giveaway and back to school giveaway, you know what I'm saying? Because I want them to know that, school is important too. So my mom was big on grades, so I had to get that right too. So
that's the one thing these cars give a perception like you just a straight up D-boy, you know what I'm saying? And like you don't have to be a D-boy just to have an old school, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, I get up and go to work.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like so shit. That's good to hear that. And I hear that from multiple people that got old school, you know what I'm saying? That perception. Being stopped on the road by cops, you know what I'm saying? Like, but shit, it's different levels to it, you know what I'm saying? But let's hop in the inside of this one, bro.
For sure.
So we in the 87 cut. Man, G-Body, my favorite. Everybody already know that, bro. That burgundy interior, you can't beat it. And the G-Body, you gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. What else can you put in the G-Body, you dig? So I'm definitely loving the burgundy interior. You know what I'm saying? I see you got the Redskins float mats in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So talk to me about the biggest headache you had in this car. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, honestly, man, I don't really think I had too many. With this being my first car, a lot of people run into a lot of problems. Man, I don't think I had too many like big headaches with this car, man. Like, obviously, having them, you can always run into problems. I don't care how much money you put into them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think one of the biggest things that I've had to change on this car since I left it with the original 307 was probably like change the carburetor.
Something
like that. Something like that. But it was something simple, you know.
Right.
Like I said, I don't think I had too many big problems, and man, it's still been holding up for me. And I had it since 2018 though, So yep.
So as far as like, I'm big on details. I see you got, your initials in the door. What's a detail on any of these cars or this car that people don't really see, but you notice, you know what I'm saying?
Man, for me,
it could be the ride, it could be the durability, you know what I'm saying? Anything.
Man, for me, on all my cars, like I said, I take pride in trying to just put something in it that's different from everybody else. And like for me, this car, man, like you see the flow mats, they've been in here since I had the car, man. My grandmother, somebody who meant a lot to me. She was the first one when I first bought this car. She said, "I'm gonna buy you something for Christmas," and she bought me the Redskin flow mat.
Okay.
That was my first year in the league. So she bought those, and she died during COVID. Pancreatic, not pancreatic. She had liver problem with the liver. Okay. So so they always kept those in. I said I'd never take them out, and man, before I take them out, find some more just like
Right,
that, man.
right,
So
right.
I never get rid of
That's
those.
what's
So I
up,
think
man.
that's my biggest detail in this car.
That's
Something
facts.
that
Y'all
I
never
always
known
hold
that.
value from you know.
Yeah,
So
for sure. So man, talk to me about like driving in daytime and driving at night. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I know when I'm in my shit at nighttime, it's like a whole different ride. And then in the daytime, like you said, with the top down, a whole different ride. This a night rider, you know what I'm saying?
man, listen, I ride in any one of my cars, nighttime, daytime, it don't matter. But for me,
Fact.
like my thing with them night rides, man, it's like the day rides be good,
Yeah.
man. But them night ain't nothing like them night rides
Oh
where
man.
you can
Windows
sit
up.
back, windows up, AC
AC,
on,
yeah.
music playing, like.
Yeah.
And I'm a big, I like music in the trunk, but I'm big on highs, man. I just
I'm the
want to
same. Yeah.
ride, hit a high stick.
I gotta
and,
hear 'em, yeah.
Man, that's all I
Yeah.
want to do, man.
Right,
Open
right.
the sunroof and just ride,
For
bro.
sure, for sure.
Yep.
So man, shit, August 30th, bro, we got Sickers in the City car show. It's gonna be in Donaldsonville, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You look forward to coming or what?
Man,
You
I'm
know,
looking
you
forward
bringing
to
these
coming,
bitches?
man. I'll bring all of them, man. Look, I'll get my brother and them to come drive them, man. We all pull
That's
up.
what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. We're gonna be definitely, you know, looking for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Pre-registration going on now, you know what I'm saying? Man, come show it out, you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure, well, we'll be there, man.
For sure, bro. That's what's up, man. I guess I got a question for you. Like, what's the biggest thing you learned from playing in the league? Like, biggest takeaway that you learned from just playing in the league?
Man, I think my biggest takeaway is just realizing like how small your window is. And when I say how small your window is, that
Facts.
I can use that in everyday life. Like if you got an opportunity to do something,
Right.
take advantage of it now.
Capitalize
Because I
on
think a lot of us take a chances of missing those opportunities. It might be right there for us, and
Right.
we hesitate to do it, or we scared to take that chance at failing.
Facts.
And that might be the window for us to take advantage of
Right,
something.
to
We
capitalize.
and you know what I'm saying, and we take it for granted.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I knew just going in that a lot of people don't get a chance to make it from where we from, and
Facts.
you know it's hard to get into it. You know,
Facts.
so
That's what's up, bro.
so I wanted to make sure I just maximize my opportunity and try to use that platform to get me whatever I gotta get today, man.
That's what's up, man.
You know,
Sound like you had a plan.
Yeah.
Sound like you had a family core. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All the complete package.
Man, I had a big support system, man. I don't think like none of my family members ever missed a game when I was at Southern.
Right.
They made it to as many games they could for us flying to come watch me play. But I think it was always that knowledge of knowing that, look, you one of the ones that got an opportunity. So take advantage of it and don't let it slip away. You know what I'm saying? Then I was blessed to have a coach like Dawson Odoms at Southern that always talked about a window of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And being taken for granted of the opportunities that you are given. Because I came in with a class of 16, 17 people I was the only one got to play in the league. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing stuff like that just make you be you grateful for it, and you don't want to. You want to be humble about it, but at the same time, just try to help somebody else get to that same place you was, bro.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. Let's check out this last one you got, bro.
Sure. Let it kick in just like smoke in your lungs. You feel it kick in just like an 8-town stomp. You know we cook like Chick-fil-A, them 8-count stomp. I beat the short pussy like an 8-count jump. That's how I'm like, buddy.
Right, so shit, this last one, you know what I'm saying, 78 cut. I ain't lying, bro. When I first pull up, that red caught my eye. You know what I'm saying? But as we winding down, she winding out. She look like she the one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You say your brother want this one, huh?
Yeah, my son want this one, man. My son's favorite car, man.
I see why. So what color this is? How you pick this?
Man.
Cause I see the pearl in it.
It's funny. You can really look at the car and tell I pick it, man.
Yeah.
You can tell who colors that is. That's Southern colors, you know. I got the color scheme from me going to Southern, man. When I bought the car, it was blue.
Over with.
It was blue. It had a white top.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was blue with a white top. So when I went up there, I took it to my uncle.
Yeah.
I said, man, listen, man, I went to school at Southern, so I want a scheme that when homecoming come up,
I could pull up.
You know. So when I came up with that, it's a Toyota blue. Added a gold pearl to it and put the gold top. Insides was blue. Took the whole insides out and put a peanut butter.
Bet.
So that's where I got the scheme from.
That's what's up, bro.
Yep.
It's sticking. I see you dropped a little bit on the back, huh?
Yeah, I'm dropped a little bit on the back, but that ain't even like me lowering it. That's the speaker box in the trunk.
Okay, all right. Bet. Yeah, I thought it was lower.
Yeah, the speaker box dropped it in the back.
But shit.
Man, a lot of people ask me why I don't raise it up, man. I like the way it sits.
I like the way it sits.
So I wouldn't even change.
I definitely like the way it sit. Anything you got, you know what I'm saying, upcoming?
Man, I'm doing a 86 C10.
Okay.
That'll be my last project for me, man. Like after I do that, that's it for cars and for me. Right. But I always starting off, I always said I wanted a 72 colors and a C10.
Right.
And I was able to find both, and I'm doing a C10 right now, so that's up and coming for me. And After that, I'm done with
That's
them,
what's
man.
up, man.
I still think I would want to be around them and be hands-on with some
Yeah,
cars,
right,
but
right.
as far as me purchasing
Right.
some,
You good.
I'm done unless
Yeah.
I find me a Chevelle or something.
Right.
That'll be the only thing.
Let's check out the inside, bro.
Sure.
So, man, I'm definitely feeling the interior inside of here, too. I like the sofa seats, you know what I'm saying? This real old school, you dig? And like, man, you keeping your quality on all these cars, you know what I'm saying? You putting your little touch on that,
Yep.
but you keeping the quality, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Any advice you'll give your younger self, you know what I'm saying?
Man, really, man, I just feel like, man, I kind of, like for me, just like even dealing with these cars, like I know when I was coming up, when I first started with these cars, so me being younger, when I first started, it's just to have patience though.
Yeah.
Like I think I used to always rush and try to get stuff done. So like, for example, like when I first found the 72, my first one that I found, I was so in a rush to get it. Like I wasn't even worried about not knowing nothing about looking under the bottom of a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And luckily my dad had been in the game, and it was like, he went with me. He was like, man, look, you know, before you go buy that car, we need to look under the bottom.
Right.
And had not he been with me, I probably would have bought the car.
Yeah,
and we looked on the bottom of the car. It was rusted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for stuff like that. And like I said, just having patience. And shoot, that was 2018 when I looked at that first 72 colors, and I ended up buying that one, you know, 2022. You know what I'm saying? So just having patience. So
thanks, man.
So then finding one that was really worth it though. You know?
Right. Man, we got I got 2 more questions for you, bro. And we're gonna get up out of here. Man, 3 people dead or alive, you know, that you could get free game with, talk to, have a conversation with, sit down. Who would those 3 people be and why? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I like to have a conversation with like people like that like, for example, like LeBron. And it's funny, I used to be signed to Clutch Sports.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So just to have a conversation as far as just like the business side of, you know, what investments to make and stuff like that. Just, you know, always learning. Because I'm always one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind learning at all, bro. I take advice from anybody. Younger than me, older than me, I ain't got no problem with it. There's always something you can learn from everybody.
For real.
Before when I was there in Washington, you know I didn't get the opportunity while I was there to just sit down and just have a conversation with Magic Johnson. Just, you know, for as like what to do, how to transition in, like for as like to set yourself up off the field while you still playing. Longevity, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, but you know, and like I said, in one thing, like with people just being around, just being on a team with people, for us, just a third for me would just be, I was able to have conversations with people that did it longer than me and what they did to succeed, how they was able to take care of the money that they made, and you know, just smart decisions to make before I go out there and make some of these crazy decisions and then be looking back on it like, man, I wish I would have did this. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, and then one of the biggest pieces of advice I learned from people, just like knowing everybody not gonna make the same amount of money. But it's just about what you do with it and how you know, how you do it. So for me, like when I came back home, I was like, man, I don't need the biggest house to show. You know what I'm saying? To show that I actually played ball and stuff like that. I don't need no Lamborghini. You know, I always looked at it as
stay true to yourself.
Stay true to myself and never looking at it like, if anything was to happen to me, with what I made and what I'm able to do, would I be able to just to take care of everything I can take care of without stressing myself? So
less stress free.
Less stress, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. For real.
So man, last question, bro. Any piece of advice, well, what advice you would give someone, you know, that want to chase their dreams? You know what I'm saying?
Man, my biggest advice would be willing to put in the work for it, man. Like,
facts.
Everything ain't gonna come easy. You gonna fail along the way, but don't take that failure as I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta learn how to pick yourself back up. That might be something you failed at to help you jump that next hurdle that you know what I'm saying? I look at a failure like a learning. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like, I look at losses different from some people.
Me too.
Every loss for me, I can learn from it. You know, some people, they lose and hold their head down. I get some hurt worse than the other, but for me, it's always a way to learn. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got to take your wins. You take your wins, but, you know, it's lessons in them losses. And I feel like, you know, so that's what I would be. And I would tell them, like, man, just put in the work. Like, man, it was days I had to sacrifice stuff. And that'll be another thing, like making your sacrifices. It was days. And when I was at Southern, man, y'all know how it is, man. I wanted to go to every party. But
for real,
I had dreams of I wanted to get to the league. So for me, it was missing them parties, lock in, and let's get this work. And then, you know, you'll do that later.
Catch
so
it on the back end.
I caught it on the back end.
Facts. Facts. You ain't missed out on nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, So, man, shit, this SS King, man, we checking it out, bro.
Man, I appreciate you coming
through,
Nice
meeting you, bro.
Nice meeting you as well.
So, we out.